welcome to the jungle here at Paulding High School on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold here with you. It's the Bryan Lady Bears and the St Marys Roughriders doing battle here in this Division II district semifinal on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Bryan, we saw Bath actually upset Liberty Benton 38-30 in our first game, so the winner of this one will go on to play Bath on Saturday night. And Bath basically did everything right against Liberty Benton.
They did. It looked like an experienced basketball team. They only used 5 girls. I talked about it when we just did the broadcast. Liberty Benton played 5, Bath played 5 the whole second half. Nobody subbed, but the Bath girls worked together really well, had a great defensive game plan, took the best scorers away from Liberty Benton. So, you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Malk and his girls. Game plan worked. They executed the game plan, and one of these two teams is going to get a really well-prepared basketball team on Saturday night.
Let's take a look at the Bryan Lady Bears. Coach Todd Grosjean in his 15th year at Bryan Lady Bears, averaging 54.3 points a game, allowing 33.7. They're currently shooting 41% from the field, 31% from 3, 57% from line. They're turning the ball over 13.5 times a game, forcing 20. They're out-rebounding their opponents 27-24, and opponents shooting 31% from the field against the Bears, and they defeated Elida 41-37. I should say they eked out a win against Elida because that was definitely a game that was way closer than I think the Lady Bears would have liked.
Yeah, and what you hope is that you got that one out of your system. A little bit of tournament nerves. There were some jitters there. Understandably, we had a tremendous season. 4th straight league championship, a lot of pressure on the girls to play well, and I think they were feeling that early. Plus, they had beaten Elida badly during the season, so Elida had a lot to prove too. But surviving advance is what tournament time's all about, and that's what the Lady Bears were able to do.
Well, we are in the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I had a chance to chat with Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears. You're going to hear that after this timeout on Q96.5. The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears! Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean and the Bryan Lady Bears. And Coach, congratulations on that win over Elida. As you and I talked, we knew it wasn't going to be as easy as the first time around.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we knew going in, I had a sneaking suspicion with, the senior-laden lineup that they had, that they were going to have something to say about it. And obviously they did in a big way. And at this point, we're just happy to get out of there with a W.
Yeah, and good teams find ways to win, and you guys found a way to win, and you did a good job again on Freeman. I mean, she basically, everything goes through her, and while she did get more points than the first time and more touches than the first time, still you're able to get out of there with that win.
Yeah, we made her work, which, she was the WBL Player of the Year, and for that league, with some really good teams in it, that says a lot about her. I think she ended up with 13 points or 14 points, but we made her work for all of them. And fortunately, we didn't let anybody else step up. We had some struggles ourselves offensively, but our kids, continue to play defense, and we made some pretty clutch free throws down the stretch to get out of there with a win.
Yeah, you didn't have a field goal in the fourth quarter, so the free throws were pretty big down the stretch. So all right, so now you face St. Marys, and again, it's survive and advance. As we talked, you survived with a 4-point win, got the sectional championship, and now you face St. Marys, a team which we've talked about in the past is no stranger to you guys.
Yeah, we've played them. I think the last, I know for sure the last 2 years in the tournament. We ended their tournament run 2 years ago, and then last year they ended our tournament at Patrick Henry. So very familiar. We played each other in the regular season the last 2 years as well. And, there aren't many secrets anymore between the two of us. We're pretty familiar with each other's personnel, and I don't expect anything different from what they've done this past year. They're very very athletic. They can shoot the basketball, and they're going to give us all we want.
You guys beat them at home back on January 14th, 48-35. And that one, you started out with a 13-2 lead. They tied it up with 5:44 to go. And you guys are able to kind of hang in there and get that win and stretch out that game. But, do you see that a difference in that as we did with Elida? Do you think St. Mary, this game with St. Mary's might be similar to the game with Elida?
Well, I'm sure it's going to be close. Obviously, both teams are, pride themselves on their defense. That game was a lot closer than 13 points. With 3 minutes to go in the game, it was a couple possessions, and we were able to get to the free throw line down the stretch and make some free throws to stretch that. So that 13 points is a little deceiving. Obviously we played on our court. They had the long bus drive, which they're not going to have that for a tournament game. Obviously, everything on the stakes are a little bit higher now, and they've got some seniors too that obviously want to go out on a positive. They don't want to see their season come to an end, nor do ours. So I don't expect anything different than a close game.
Let's recap for everybody kind of how you guys match up against the Roughriders.
Well, their post player, the Hesse girl, is really athletic. She had a really nice sectional final game against Kenton. She's 5'11", very strong, very, very athletic. It's somebody we got to keep off the offensive glass. She got in foul trouble the regular season game and ended up fouling out, but she had 3 fouls fairly early in that game. So they played without her, in that second quarter. So she's a handful. The point guard, Rabel, she's a senior. She makes them go. She gave us some fits. We had trouble keeping her in front of us the last game, regular season game, and all 4 of their other players can shoot the 3. So you can't relax. You can't let anybody get their feet set. Probably their best shooter is number 14. That's the younger Rabel sister. She's 5'7". She can shoot it from deep. And she's going to have to be a focus of our attention defensively in the half court.
Absolutely. How do you think they're going to want to play defense against you guys?
Well, if they were at our sectional final game with Elida. They've been playing box press back to a 2-3 zone, so I wouldn't imagine they're going to do anything different than that. They did play us some man in that first game. But the way we attacked, we were a little tentative on Saturday against Elida. I imagine they're going to play some 2-3 zone and make us make shots. We turned them over early in that regular season game. That's how we got out to a 13-2 lead. And I think that's going to have to happen. We're going to have a good start, better than the start we had at Elida, and hopefully we can, make our defensive pressure turn into offense.
Absolutely. How do we look injury wise? Any issues to worry about?
Knock on wood. We got one, obviously we got to practice yet, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Allie Allspaw had a cortisone shot in her shoulder. She's good to go. And I think everybody else is pretty solid. I don't think we, barring an injury tonight, we should be okay going into the game. So
absolutely. And we never want to look ahead at a game, but it never gets easier in the tournament because you're going to face one of the 2 teams that, if you win, one of the 2 teams that beat you this year. So that's going to be another thing to think about once you get through. It's never easy, huh?
No, and our kids would love to have an opportunity to play one of those 2 again, but you got to take care of business tomorrow night, yep. Thursday, against a really good St. Mary's team, yep. Well-coached team. They've had a lot of success, and obviously they're on a roll right now. So, we're going to have to play our A game.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck against St. Mary's, and hopefully we're talking to you after a win.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for covering the kids.
Absolutely. Coach Todd Groschine of the Bryan Lady Bears is going to take this time out. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out here at the Jungle, Paulding High School. It is St. Marys and Bryan. The first time they played this game, it was a 48-35 win in favor of Bryan. They had a 13-2 lead to start the game. St. Marys tied things up late in that game, 5:44 to go. Bryan shot 36% from the floor, but they made 63% of their free throws, and they doubled up basically the rebounding edge. And so there we had Reese Grodas had a double-double with 14 and 11 rebounds. Kaylee Thiel had 13 points. Ella Voigt had 6 points, so good all around. And now we look at St. Marys, the Roughriders, coached by John Burke in its 6th year. They are 13-11, 7-4 in the Western Buckeye League. They are averaging 41.3 points per game, allowing 35.9. They're shooting 34% from the field, 27% from three, 57 from the line. They're rebounding the ball 27 times a game, and they commit 14 turnovers a game. They got here by defeating Fostoria, 56-38. I got to see that game in the sectional final at Bluffton. They had a 22-point lead in the first half against Fostoria. Morgan Hesse and Cora Rabel each had 15 for St. Marys. And that was a game we were quite surprised that it was that big of a lead. I thought St. Marys might win that game, but the degree at which they beat Fostoria was pretty shocking to me.
Yeah, it was never close. I came in, I think, halfway through the second quarter, and it was already double digits, and it never wavered from there. They just expanded the lead. And the one thing that really stood out to me is St. Marys isn't a big team. They've got one girl at 5'11", and then they're 5'7", 5'7", 5'7", 5'5", and they dominated a bigger, athletic Fostoria team on the boards. I think they got every rebound in a couple of stretches when I was paying attention during that game. I was really impressed with their scrappiness, their hustle, and that's going to be something the Bears are going to have to be able to contend with tonight.
Absolutely. And again, in that first game, the Bears won 48-35. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Andrews O'Neill Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive, Laub Auto Parts, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger and Rakes, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral and Crematory, Real Estate Advantage, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Veteran Services of Williams County. It's going to be an exciting game here as the Lady Bears and the Roughriders set to do battle with a trip to the district final to take on Bath at stake in this one. Before we talk more about this basketball game, I want to take a quick minute to give a shout out to Nora Koonsman down at the state. She qualified for the finals tomorrow at the state meet. So congratulations to freshman Nora Koonsman on a great swim season so far, and she's going to continue at the state meet, which is very, very exciting.
Continue that great Bryan swim tradition. Coach Luce's program just continues to churn out girls who can compete and boys that can compete at the state level in Canton every year.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a chance to go to a district final here with this one. Why don't we take a moment and take our keys to the game, being sponsored by Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. Our keys to the game.
All right, we're going to start off here with the Bryan Golden Bears. The St. Marys offense is a really interesting and kind of unique offense with a ball screen. You enter on the wing and then run a ball screen and curl off of that. And it's just a continuity offense that kind of tries to lull you to sleep, a little bit like what we saw last night with the Princeton offense that Maumee ran against the boys team. They just try to catch a nap, and they want to see you take a misstep, open a lane to the basket, open a pass to a shooter. So we got to defend that well and not allow ourselves to be screened easy. We also have to make sure that we're checking out and rebounding. Again, I was just thoroughly impressed the way St. Marys just destroyed Fostoria on the boards. I mean, you've got to get bodies on these girls because they've got a great nose for the ball, and they're going to go after it hard. and then we've got to make our shots. So we're going to see some zone from St. Marys. We've shot the three. We've continued to make the three, but we haven't made it at a good clip. We haven't shot it well the last couple of games, so it'd be great to see the first few go down for the Bears and get some confidence going throughout the team.
Yeah, they're only shooting 31% from three as a team for the Lady Bears.
And I think that's dropped here lately. The last couple of games, what was it, Swanton, I think we started out 0 for 12. Last week we started out 0 for 8 or 9 as a team, so we need to get a rhythm going early from outside the line.
How about the keys to the game for the Roughriders?
Well, for the Lady Roughriders, after they saw us the first time, they want to run us off, because the first game we did shoot the three well at home in our own gym, so they're very cognizant of our ability to shoot it, and they're not going to let us be comfortable out there. At least they don't want to let us get comfortable. They got to know where Reese Grodhouse and Kaylee Thiel are all the time. They're going to be really aware of the two girls that are leading the Bears right now offensively, and they want to win the boards and all the 50-50 balls. I think that speaks to Coach wants them to be hustlers and be scrappy, and we saw them do that against Fostoria when they knocked off the number 4 seed, so they're hoping that same formula works tonight.
Absolutely. The keys to the game being sponsored by Carlin Company, Carlton Company Realty and Auctioneers, your sponsors of Keys to the Game. We've got Bryan sitting at 21-2, 7-0 in the NWOAL, facing off against the Roughriders of St. Marys, 13-11, 7-4 in the Western Buckeye League. It should be a good one here from Paulding High School. Chris Malanga and Bryan Arnold with you and the GBSN crew. Whether you're watching on BryanSports.com, we had over 82 of you during the pregame. So thanks for watching, listening on Q96.5, or watching the replay on WOSN. Thank you so much for following the Golden Bears here on the GBSN. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with our game officials and our starting lineups. After this, St. Marys, Bryan, here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold, getting ready for this one. Good crowd here. I think everybody in Bryan is here. I don't know who's watching us on the stream, but lots of people here.
Probably no one in Bryan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great support here from our community. It's been that way. Boy, every time we've had a chance to get our kids into some postseason action, our community shows up, and tonight's no different.
Extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and signed based on the process approved by the OHSAA Board of Directors.
Tonight's officials, Clay Herman, Asa Donaldson, and Brett Robertson. Officials being sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us in either Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Time now for our starting lineup, sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. All right, going to send it down to our public address announcer, who will introduce both teams, both starters and non-starters.
The St Marys Lady Roughriders, introducing the non-starters first. Number 3, Sierra Graber. Number 4, Ashley Nuss. Number 10, Chloe Ott. Number 11, Lily Rummel. Number 15, Lauren Jacobs. Number 22, Sophia Menker. And number 25, Kaden Hirschfeld. The non-starters for the home team on the board, the Bryan Lady Golden Bears. Number 2, Emma Zimmerman. Number 10, Gabby Mossberg. Number 22, Josie Arnold. Number 23, Elise Langendorfer. Number 24, Miley Walmer. Number 32, Annalisa McCoy. Number 42, Mackenzie Levens. Number 51, Allie Osbach. Avery Brown. Ella Miller. And Anna Gray.
A couple of injured Lady Bears also getting announced here as part of the non-starters.
Our starting lineups for the visiting team, the St Marys Lady Roughriders. A 5'7" junior, number 1, Ella Jacobs. A 5'5" junior, number 2, Reagan Allmeyer. A 5'11" senior, number 5, Morgan Hesse. A 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Reese Raybell. And finally, 5'7" senior, number 20, Cora Raybell. The head coach of the Lady Roughriders, Mr. John Burke. And now for the home team on the scoreboard tonight, a 6-foot junior, number 3, a 5'9" junior, number 4, Alan White. A 5'8" senior, number 11, Reese Woodhouse. A 5'10" junior, number 15, Ella Rao. And finally, 5'6" junior, number 20, Daryl Smith. The head coach of the Lady Golden Bears, Todd Hershey.
There you have it, the starting lineups here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. These two teams ready to battle. They've seen each other before. They've ended each other's seasons before in multiple sports.
Yeah, it's starting to be a little bit of a rivalry here from about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes away. We continue to run into each other in the tournament a lot.
All right, it'll be Kaylee Thiel tipping off against Morgan Hesse. Remember, in the first meeting, Hesse and Reese Rabel got in the foul trouble early on, and that really changed things. And the tip is away.
Coach Goshi mentioned that in his pregame about how that was hard on St. Marys when Hesse got in trouble. That's got to be a name of the Bears here to go at her again tonight.
So Bears have it. Mara Smith has it. We'll get underneath to Thiel. Thiel will lose the basketball. Able to get down on her knees and pick it up right back out to Smith.
A good aggressive man-to-man right now out of St. Marys.
Voigt launches a bucket just inside the three-point arc for the 2-0 lead on the main stop scoreboard.
Good read by Ella Voigt there. The defense sunk down inside, tried to go underneath the ball screen, and she just picked it up from about 17 or 18 feet and knocked it down. That ball barely moved the net.
Cora Rabel, feet underneath. Thiel will step in front of the pass, steal it away. And Bears will go again. Thiel with the basketball, working on Hesse, will dish. 3-ball in the air for Rao is no good. Rebound tipped away. Mara Smith will land on it. Nope, they're going to say that St. Mary's traveled with the basketball. Reagan Almeyer came down with it, but just kind of slid.
Good battle there by the point guards on the backside, trying to get that long rebound on the backside.
7:06 remaining here, first quarter. The Bears lead 2-0 on the main stop scoreboard. Bears have it.
Now St. Mary's goes zone against the baseline out of bounds play.
Thiel give to Smith. Now to Grodehouse. Bounce pass to Voigt. Now Rao. Bounce pass back to Grodehouse. Now back to Rao. Rao looks to drive. Kicks at the last second over to Smith. Smith has it. We'll go back to Grodehouse. Now back to Smith. Smith launched a three. That's good. 5-0 lead.
Nice shot there by Mara Smith. Good patience by the Bears against the zone.
Smith
Mara
launched a
Smith.
three. That's good. 5-0 lead.
That one was pure.
Almeyer has it for the Rough Riders. We'll give it over to Ella Jacobs. Now they go to Rabel in the corner. Rabel looks to go baseline. They'll cross-court it over to Reese Rabel. Now top of the key to Morgan Hesse. Hesse will feed to Ella Jacobs. Jacobs' shot is blocked by Kaylee Thiel. And now Rao comes down with the tip.
Great help by Kaylee Thiel. A little bit of a gamble there by Ella Rao. Came up empty. And Kaylee Thiel, teammate, came over and helped clean things up.
Smith with the basketball over to Rao on the right wing. Rao works around the screen, gives it to Thiel. Thiel up and good, 7-0.
Coach Burke's going to have to think here. He can't let it get a whole lot worse. This is kind of the way the first one started. Bears got off to a great start. This is what we like to see out of Bryan. If they can get some confidence early, that can carry them.
Hesse has it. Now they give to Cora Rabel. Rabel working against Mara Smith. Rabel goes to her right side, works around a screen from Hesse. Now she'll go baseline, go around Reese Grodehouse, missed the shot. Hesse cleans it up, and it's 7-2 Bears.
Nice little step around there by Rabel on the drive and a good offensive putback.
Hesse is tough underneath there in the post. But
really
she plays
active.
out a
She was
lot.
active the first game too. Yeah, that's the thing. I think with St. Mary's, they don't, like I said, they're 5'11" at the biggest. Everybody plays every spot. They can all handle it, they can all defend, and they all go crash the boards.
Baseline for Voigt, she'll give to Thiel, put up the shot, no good. Rebound comes down, there's a fight on the floor. Gonna be a jump ball and go to St. Mary's.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call. Both girls had control of the ball. The St. Mary's player pretty much pulled Thiel down on top of her.
Blaze Langendorfer will check in for the Lady Bears. They're up 7-2 with 4:53 remaining first quarter here on the Golden Bears Sports Network from Paulding.
Blaze Langendorfer has been really good here the last few weeks for the Lady Bears. She's kind of feeling herself a little bit and getting her confidence.
Wide open three ball for Reese Rabel is no good. Grodehouse will pick up the basketball and run with it, and they're going to get a foul on Ella Jacobs, who pled her case to the official, but he was having no part of that.
Good backside rebound by Reese Grodehouse. And you know, Reese Rabel missed that shot right there. She knocked down some big shots, some deep shots against Fostoria last week. Now, that's somebody that I know Coach Groshine wanted the girls to be aware of looking at the scouting report.
Trying to go into Thiel, they knock it away. Morgan Hesse comes down with it. And they're firing down to Hesse, and Thiel will take it away. And now we're going to get a foul on Hesse. And Hesse disagrees.
Yeah, she didn't like that call either. This is where she got in a little trouble last time we played as well.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That may have been a gift to the Lady Bears. Looking at it again on replay.
Yeah.
I think it was just a collision.
Yeah, they got a little careless with the basketball there. They forced a turnover, then just turned around and gave it right back to the Lady Bears.
Smith will bring it up over the timeline. She's met by Reagan Almeyer. Now they give it to Grodehouse, working against Jacobs. Voigt has it now. She'll dribble inside, then back out to Grodehouse. Grodehouse, spin move, loses the basketball. Voigt picks it up, gives it to Smith, launches a three, no good. And it'll go out of bounds to St. Mary's. Nice job there by Cora Rabel to kind of screen everybody from picking up the rebound.
Yeah, and you can see the defensive game plan of St. Mary's. They've got Ella Jacobs just right all over Reese Grodehouse anywhere she goes. A little like what we saw in the first game with what Bath was doing with Faith Clark on Riley Irwin.
Stolen away. Blaze Langendorfer should have an easy layup, and she will get the foul. And that is two fouls now on Ella Jacobs.
Yeah, and I know she's contesting it, but I don't think she's got a whole lot of room to argue. Sure looked like she got a lot of arm from up here. That's a big foul there because that's who Coach Burke is using to defend Reese Grodehouse right now.
Got 2 subs coming in after this first foul shot. First one is up and good. Foul shots being sponsored by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Second one for Langendorfer coming. It is good as well, and the Lady Bears lead 9-2 with 3:47 remaining first quarter on the main stop scoreboard. Almeyer will bring it up.
Blaze has not shot the free throws very well. Those two look pretty good.
Knocked away by Voigt. Groothouse takes it coast to coast, and then we'll give to Langendorfer, who travel with the basketball.
Yeah, I like the confidence there, thinking about attacking, but she had a chance to swing that to Ella Voigt open on the right wing. One pass right there would have been nice to see.
Coach Burke will want a 30-second timeout for lawn care. Snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. 9-2 on the main stop scoreboard. Going to take a quick 30 after this.
Newcomer Schaefer spent.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out here at Paulding, it is the Lady Bears 9, the Lady Roughriders 2 here, with minute 3:34 remaining first quarter. Bears have done a nice job against St. Mary's. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold with you.
Offense has been good. Defense has been better. The Lady Bears have turned over St. Mary's 5 times already, and they've done a good job of keeping drivers in front of them.
Almeyer has it for St. Mary's. She'll give to Hesse, top of the key. Now to Cora Rabel. Rabel works around the screen, launches a long 3. That will rattle, no good. Hesse comes down with the rebound, loses the basketball. She will find the streaking Reagan Almeyer for the first bucket. Well, actually the second bucket of the game at 9-4.
Yeah, that's giving up an offensive rebound there. That hurt a little bit. Like you talked about in the pregame, Hesse is a scrapper. She's really active on the boards, really active in the paint. And she made something good happen there for Coach Burke's squad.
St. Mary's in his zone underneath. Shot is missed by Allie Allspaw. And St. Mary's coming the other way. Get it down quickly to Almeyer. Working around a screen. We'll give to Hesse. Hesse drives to the middle of the key, puts up the shot. Too hard, rebound comes down to Allspaw.
A dodge bullet right there. Hesse, great job recognizing nobody guarding her and just attacked down the lane with a left-hand layup, too strong.
Groothouse playing catch with Rao. They feed underneath to Langendorfer, stops at the foul line, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down, and losing the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay right here. Pulling down the rebound was Cora Rabel, and then somehow she lost it. I don't know if Allie Allspaw was able to get in and take that away from her, but they said it went off of Rabel.
Yeah, it almost looked like the momentum of ripping it away from Allie Allspaw, and then she lost control and threw it out of bounds.
Lady Bears going with 2 bigs here. They've got Allspaw and Thiel now. They give it to Allspaw, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down, and Ella Rao came in and got that one.
Good offensive rebound, good activity
Voigt.
again.
Groothouse now back to Voigt. Voigt launched the 3, buries it.
Boy, Ella Voigt has taken 2 shots and she hasn't hit rim yet.
Quickly they get it down. Almeyer has it. Will scoop it to Rabel, who launched the 3 of her own. No good. Rebound knocked around. Hesse will clean it up. Put up the shot. No good. Rebound will come down to the Lady Bears. Voigt gets the rebound quickly to Groothouse. Groothouse is running. Comes inside, then gives out to Allspaw, loses the basketball. Steele loses the basketball. They're going to call a jump ball, though. That should stay with the Lady Bears. Going to see Josie Arnold and Mara Smith check in. Actually, just Josie.
And Mara Smith got yanked back there. She boomeranged. That was a boomerang sub. Throw her out, bring her back. Got a minute and a half here. He's got a chance to get some more rest for some starters.
Rao will cross court over to Arnold. Now top of the key to Groothouse. Groothouse working against Reese Rabel. Actually, Ashley Nuss.
A little bit of a 2-3 look right here. Keep the ball moving. And
Rao
that's how you got to get him out of it.
No good. Rebound comes down to Voigt. And they're going to call that a jump ball? Wow.
Boy, I don't know about that.
She got
That's
a big
tough
bear
one.
hug.
Yeah. Tough
Let's
call
see on
right there for
replay
the Lady
here.
Bears. I thought that looked like a pretty good rebound for Ella Voigt.
Yep, don't have it. So Hesse will inbound. Minute to play here. First quarter, Bears lead 12-4. They'll bring it down quickly and they throw it out of bounds. I don't know if you can see on that
turnovers.
shot there. Athletic Director Chad Savage is in his striped suit there.
I would tell you, he doesn't want you to see it, but he wore it. That was his
That's
choice.
right. But now he does see
You
it.
can tell a guy that's towards the end of his tenure, I guess.
Cross court, underneath to Voigt. Voigt runs into trouble. Rao launches it, no good. Rebound will come down into the hands of Cadence Hirschfield. Bears have been cold the last couple of times.
Mentioned a couple times here the last 2 to 3 games. It'd really be good to see the Bears get Ella Rao going. If she can get hot from 3 and add one more shooter, the Bears are really tough to defend.
Hesse has it, and they're going to get a foul on Kaylee Thiel. That'll be her team first for the Lady Bears. They've called a couple of those on St. Mary's tonight, so apparently it's time to return the favor.
I mean, it's 7 minutes and 40 seconds without a whistle against the Bears. You got to be pretty happy with that.
20 seconds to play here. First quarter, 12-4 Bears. Allemeyer with it. Works around a screen. Comes inside. Throws it across to Cora Rabel. Loses the basketball. 5 seconds to play. Picked up. Hesse has it. 3 ball in the air. Good. The end of the first quarter of play. It was a 2. End of the first quarter of play. The main stop scoreboard shows 12-6 in favor of the Golden Bears. Going to take this timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the Amp at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
4040.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Start of the second quarter of play. The main stop scoreboard shows the Lady Bears 12 and the Rough Riders 6. Main stop's open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you. Reese Grotehouse has the basketball. Now Rao, now back to Grotehouse.
St. Mary's out in a 1-3-1 now, trying to trap. This is where the Bears can be effective moving the basketball.
3 ball is short for Voigt. Rebound comes down to Thiel. Now back to Grotehouse. Grotehouse will drive underneath to Voigt. Voigt can't handle the pass, recovers, then gives it back to Mara Smith, who saves it. They said she was out of bounds, so a turnover for the Bears.
And that's a chance right there. You can see out of that 1-3-1, St. Mary's quickness and their scrappiness. They fly all around the court. You know, even on a long skip, they're not out of position very long. So the ball's got to move quick, and you got to be ready to shoot when you get your chance.
Lady Bears double team. Rough Riders get out of it as Cora Rabel working on the right wing. We'll give out to Morgan Hesse, top of the key. Now to Allmeyer. Allmeyer works around a Hesse screen, then back out to Reese Rabel. Launches a 3 and buries it. 12-9.
That's what we saw her do in the first game. We saw her do it against Fostoria. She gets her feet set. She's a pretty good shooter.
Bears break the press. Thiel has it. Will bounce pass to Smith, and they'll reset with Mara. 6:55 remaining, 12-9 Bears.
And if you're Coach Groshine, the one thing you don't want to lose offensively is your aggressiveness. Just because they go to the zone, we still want to attack, just like this.
And
great job by Kaylee Thiel going to the basket. Should look like a lot of body on that.
Thiel missed the shot. They're going to say it stays right here, though.
But you can't. We don't want to play catch. We don't want to flip it around and just hope that we can get a shot every 35, 40 seconds. We want to stay aggressive and do what we've been doing offensively here.
Grodehouse has the basketball, skips it over to Rao. Now back to Grodehouse underneath. Thiel puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down in favor of Hesse, and St. Marys is running. They get it down to Reese Rabel. Rabel working against Boyd. Boyd works around, has a screen. Now they give it to Hesse. Foul line shot. Hesse, no good. Rebound comes down to Mara Smith.
Nice job by Mara Smith. Staying awake on the backside. Good rebound by her. Pretty good at half-court defense. You see a little bit of the side ball screen there for St. Marys.
Rao launches a three, no good. Rebound tipped into the arms of St. Marys. Bears have gone cold here in the last couple of trips. Allmeyer brings it down to Ashley Nuss. Nuss works around a screen, gives to Hesse, top of the key. Now they get it over to Allmeyer, underneath to Hesse. Hesse shot up, it's blocked by Kaylee Thiel.
Good job by Kaylee Thiel there. Got a little help even from Mara Smith to help slow down penetration. Thiel able to recover and use those long arms to block that shot.
Boyd has it in the corner. She'll give out to Grodehouse. Grodehouse will give to Smith. Bears slowing things down just a little bit.
Yep. Reese Grodehouse has got to find some open spots. There's the one she wants right there.
Free ball, no good for Grodehouse. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with, they're going to go to St. Marys. I thought maybe that St. Marys got a hand on that one.
No, pretty good job screening away Ella Rao on the backside there by the St. Marys defender. So Bears started out a little bit hot from three, and like you said, we've cooled off a bunch since the start.
5:25 remaining second quarter, 12-9 Bears.
2 of 9 from three after being 2 of 6 in the first quarter.
Voigt will steal the ball away and then run out of bounds.
Yeah, great hustle there by Ella Voigt. Ran out of real estate in a hurry, ended up in her teammate's lap.
She did.
Nice anticipation back there by the junior.
Nuss will inbound. They're going to move the ball up, they said. Oh, no, they're not. I don't know what happened there.
Maybe didn't like the way he threw it to her. So I'm going to redo it.
Cora Rabel has it off the inbound pass, working against Mara Smith. They get it over to Cadence Hirschfield. Hirschfield bounce pass over to Hesse. Hesse can shoot from there.
Yeah, and I think Hesse likes that matchup too. I looked to her to start attack Kaylee Thiel. Kaylee can defend her, but Hirschfield likes the way she can handle the ball against anybody.
Underneath to Nuss, then back out shot is missed. Thiel will come down with the rebound.
Cora Rabel's 0 of 2. She's got 28 threes on the year. The big one is 14. She's knocked down knocked down one already, and she's got 56 on the year.
Reese Rabel nearly knocked that pass away from Langendorfer, but Langendorfer able to get it back. Bounce pass to her. Now out top of the key.
We got to find a way to get Kaylee Thiel some touches against this zone. She's got the height advantage. She's longer than anybody trying to defend her. We need to find her some touches.
4:25 and counting here, second quarter, 12-9.
There's the seal by Blaze Langendorfer.
Yeah, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
She had the seal, didn't need to move her feet, and she just kind of finished her off a little bit. Got a little too aggressive with that.
They're gonna make. I don't know what they're doing here. They made Reese Grodehouse get back out.
I think the official just wanted to be able to call the foul before the change.
So foul will be on Langendorfer. That'll be her first, team third. Nobody in any sort of foul trouble.
No. A little stagnant on offense right now. Got exactly what we wanted on that look, just a little aggressive by Blaze trying to clear a path for her teammate.
Cora Rabel with the basketball. Good defense by Smith. They get it to Reese Rabel, who traveled with the basketball.
Ella
stepped on the line.
Yeah, Ella was happy to help him make that call right there. Give her a whistle, she'd have had that one quick. You can see the Bears really extended the pressure out there too, way outside the three-point line, creating as much ball pressure as they could.
Oh, nice move there as Thiel found Grodehouse.
Yeah, now post. But we got to look at her. Kaylee Thiel's open on that block. We got to give her some touches.
Get underneath
good pass.
Underneath the Thiel. She is drawing the foul.
Yeah, good things are going to happen.
Had it right down there and got it to her. Yeah. That was a good find by Blaze.
Right to the walk away and a nice bounce pass off a penetration from Blaze Langendorfer.
So that'll put Thiel to the line.
And it's second foul on Morgan Hesse. So a couple of good things out of that trip for the Bears.
For sure.
I think you can tell by the posture and the walk of Coach Burke over there. He's debating, what do I do with my junior or my senior post player right now. Can I trust her not to pick up a third? Because that's what happened the first go-around.
That should stay with the Bears. That was touched on the rebound. Oh, they covered it. The down official recovered that.
Down official was in a bad spot to see it, but the guy on the sideline, good job working together. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, the guy on the sideline gave it to St. Marys, and the down official waved it off.
We don't care as long as they get it right.
As long as they get it right. Grodhouse works around a screen from Smith, puts up a shot, rattles in and out, rebound crashed, and Langendorfer, I think, drew the foul.
Yep.
She did. That is
great offensive board there by Blaze Langendorfer. That's one place she's been really aggressive and keeps getting better for the Bears lately, too. She's been aggressive on offense, not just looking for her shot, but also crashing boards, being active after loose balls, and really being a spark for us on this end of the floor.
Sierra Graber checks in for Hesse. Bears have it. Grodhouse with a wide open three, no good. Rebound tipped around, and they're going to say it was off of the Lady Bears. So another trip with no points for the Lady Bears.
Yeah, we've been hanging on 12 points for a while here. We need a tip away, steal, and a layup. Need a free throw. Need anything we can get just to get off at 12. That's not been good for us.
Good news, though. A double dribble. Good news, though, is that the St. Marys Roughriders have been stuck on 9 for a while, too.
They've been stuck on 9 about as long as we've been on 12. You're exactly right.
3:27 remaining. I didn't even see Reese Grodhouse there. I'm glad she was there. Theo with it, double teamed on the baseline, trouble there, and we're going to get a a jump ball.
Yeah, great trap there by the St. Marys defense. Once Theo headed towards the corner, Rabel jumped her from behind, did a good job of trapping the basketball. 4th turnover for the Lady Bears. Those were a problem against Elida on Saturday.
Yep.
We need to keep that to a minimum against the scrappy St. Marys defense.
St. Marys will bring it up quickly. Oh, she traveled with the basketball. Got away with one. 3-ball, no good. Rebound will come down to Smith. Smith will find Grodhouse. They fire it down. Blaze Langendorfer catches. Has some numbers. Puts up a shot with the right hand. No good. Rebound will come down to Cora Rabel.
Good decision by Blaze. It looked indecisive, though, when she left her feet. I'm still not sure she thought she was shooting when she left her feet. Still thinking about maybe throwing a pass. Got caught in between. Boy, it looked like another shuffle right there, Chris. Looks like a couple of them.
Yep. Reese Rabel will give to Cora Rabel. Cora working against Smith. Bears doing a good job of switching it up.
Yeah, been really good in their man-to-man. Been solid against the ball screens. Nice job getting through and over the top of that. You can't go under against shooters.
Allmeyer with the basketball will give over to Cora Rabel. Rabel goes baseline, goes around. Langendorfer puts it up and in. That was a nice move.
That's a really athletic move. Called Ella Voigt, anticipating her going over the top of the screen and attacked baseline. Great look.
Nice.
That's a great job breaking pressure.
Yep. Theo breaks the pressure to Langendorfer. That bucket by Rabel, that broke a 5-minute scoring drought.
And we're off 12. So it worked. Even seeing the other team score got us off of there.
It did.
Yeah, I got to see the ball go through.
Cora Rabel passes to Reese Rabel, nearly stolen away by Ella Voigt.
Yeah, Ella was real close to getting that one.
1:46 remaining, 14-11, first half here on the main stop scoreboard. Stolen away by Blaze Langendorfer. She should have an easy layup. Puts up the easy layup to make it 16-11. And it'll be a timeout for Coach John Burke.
Coach couldn't have been happy about Reagan Allmeyer there quitting on that play either.
16-11, Bears lead. Going to take this timeout back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much. Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Mission of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears! Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Minute 32 remaining first half. It is 16-11 in favor of the Golden Bears. Bryan, Arnold, Chris Malanga here with you. And this is a good basketball game between two really good teams.
Yeah, a couple of really good defensive teams that are making life hard on the offensive end for the other team.
Hollenmeyer has it for St. Mary's.
Feels like a lot of action, but it's been a 5-4 quarter right now for these two teams.
Lots of defense, as you said. Cross court, nearly stolen away.
Great anticipation.
Has it. 3-ball is good for Cadence Hirschfield.
Well, that almost feels like a 5-point swing because that was going to be another breakaway layup for Blaze Langendorfer.
Grotehouse will give to Rao. Rao over to Smith. Smith back to Grotehouse. Grotehouse launches a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Hirschfield. And we're under a minute to play. 2-point lead for the Lady Bears. Reese Grotehouse looking to knock it away.
Lady Bears in there, 1-3-1, trying to extend and find shooters.
Underneath, knocked out of bounds by Grotehouse. It'll stay right here.
Yeah, not a very good pass, kind of sloppy right there, but St. Mary's got lucky that Reese wasn't able to gather it, knocked it out of bounds.
All right, so Cora Rabel checks back into the game. 32.6 to go. They inbound it. Reese Rabel has it. Spin move, comes inside, puts up a shot, blocked by Kaylee Thiel.
Yeah, really nice move by Rabel attacking, and Kaylee Thiel again with the long arms able to knock that out of bounds.
No contact whatsoever on that one, as you can see on the replay. They get it in, quick shot. 3-ball is no good. That was Hirschfield, who just made one a minute ago.
Yeah, kind of a dodging the bullet. We gave up a pretty clean look at a 3 right there. A chance for the Lady Bears to run this down. Get one shot, maybe a chance at a putback, but don't give St. Mary's time for a run out or any kind of shot here at the end of the quarter.
They get it to Grotehouse. Grotehouse gives it to Thiel on the block, up and good. Kaylee Thiel.
Absorb the contact and finish.
And at
nice
the end
shot,
of the
good
first
finish
half,
there by the Bears.
18-14 Lady Bears as the first half comes to an end. The Main Stop scoreboard. You open when you need them. You're always Main Stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday halftime, 18-14 Bears. Going to take this timeout. Come back with more after this.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Halftime here from the jungle in Paulding, Ohio. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold. The Main Stop scoreboard shows 18-14 in favor of the Lady Bears, and it was a good half of basketball for the Bryan Lady Bears.
Yeah, it was. They did a lot of things right. We went through that cold spell where we were stuck on 12 points forever, and like you said, fortunately, St. Mary's agreed to stay on 9 forever, so nothing really changed. But great defense on both ends by both teams. Rebounding's been good. A lot of things that we talked about, we just need to knock some shots down.
Absolutely, and I think both teams have played really, really well. Nobody let it get out of hand as far as giving up too much, and it's a pretty even game between two teams that are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I'd say probably the biggest number that jumps off the page of me right now is 10 turnovers for St. Mary's. They've been a little sloppy with it, and that's helped the Bears. We just have not been able to take advantage of their 10 turnovers and our 4, getting 6 extra possessions and just a 4-point lead right now. So hopefully if that trend continues by St. Mary's, we're able to capitalize and score some points off that.
Let's take a look at some stats.
All right, on St. Mary's side of the ledger right here, they've got actually one of their bench players, Cadence Hirschfeld, who didn't play a ton of time, has 5 points. She's knocked down one of their 2 threes. And then there's some balance from there, I guess. Reese Rabel has a 3. And then Cora Rabel, Morgan Hesse, and Reagan Allmeyer all have a single bucket to give them their 14 points. They've got 10 turnovers right now. They are 2 of 8 from 3, and they have not shot a free throw yet. They've got a couple of girls with 2 fouls each. Ella Jacobs, who was guarding Reese Grodhouse early in the game, pretty physically, picked up a second foul there early on. And Morgan Hesse, the big post player, she's got a couple of fouls also. On Bryan's side, they've got 4 turnovers. They're at 18 points at the half, led by Blaze Langendorfer. She's got 6 points. She's been great off the bench for Coach Grosjean. Ella Voigt's got 5. Her first 2 jump shots, I don't think, touched anything but the bottom of the net, a long 2 and then a 3. And then we got 4 points from Kaylee Thiel, who's been a good presence inside, mainly letting her presence be felt on the defensive end with some block shots and some rebounds. And Mara Smith knocked down a big 3 in the first quarter. The Bears are just 2 of 11 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And probably the big thing as far as scoring goes that you didn't hear there was anything from Reese Grodhouse. Reese is 0 for 3 from 3. She's missed a couple of 2-point shots. So even in that situation, the Bears have a 4-point lead, and once Reese gets going, because she will get going, once Reese gets going, that's just going to be a bonus for the Bears if they can continue to play the kind of defense they've been.
And the Lady Bears get the basketball to start the second half, so that's always good too. All right, main stop scoreboard shows 18-14 in favor of the Golden Bears here at the half. Going to take a timeout, come back with more in the Bryan Athletic Boosters halftime show after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears!
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
weststate.edu or call 419-267-1320 today.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network halftime, the Lady Bears lead on the main stop scoreboard 18-14 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold, and we got a little bit of breaking news. You and I got to do the Liberty Benton Lima Bath game before this one for WOSN, and after the game, Coach Nate Irwin from the Liberty Benton Lady Eagles stepped down.
Yeah, Coach Irwin's been there. You know, he hasn't been there forever, but he's been there for a lot of years. Won 300-some-plus ball games, been to a state championship. You know, he's coached some girls to the D1 level. He's got some young kids of his own. I know he coached I think it was his son's third grade team at the Defiance Y this winter on the weekends too. So he's probably got his eyes on a little bit of different idea. He had a senior daughter on that team, so he had a great career as a Liberty Benton girls basketball coach. Hope for nothing but great things for him moving forward.
And just a nice guy to deal with as a member of the media. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. Andrews and Leon Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters. Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec. Danielle Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive, Laub Auto Parts, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger and Rakes, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Real Estate Advantage, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Again, the main stop scoreboard shows 18-14. All right, you should be expecting this question by now. You're the coach. What are you saying inside those two locker rooms?
Well, if I'm Coach Grosjean, I was kind of looking at our keys to the game and where the teams are at. You know, he wanted to be able to defend the ball screens out of that flex offense. We've done a fantastic job with that. So we're going to continue to defend like we've been. Check out and rebound. I think we've been good on the boards. We haven't given up a lot of second chances. And we've been hitting the offensive boards pretty well. The third thing we talked about was make threes versus a zone. We got to find a way to get Reese Grodehouse going. I think we need to catch and shoot a little quicker against the zone. We don't rush shots. We don't take bad shots. But we don't have to wait on the perfect opening. We are good shooters. If we need to step back a little bit, step back. If we need to shoot, we need to be ready to step in and take that shot right away. Well, that's what we need to do. On the St. Marys side of it, you look at their keys. They want to run the Bears off the three-point line. They've held us to 2 of 11 from 3. They want to know where Grodehouse and Thiel are all the time. Those two average 23 points a game combined. They've got 4 at the half. They wanted to win the boards in the 50-50 balls. They probably, Coach would like to be a little bit better on the boards, but they've been scrappy and hustling. They're down 4. They've turned it over 10 times, and they've got nobody with more than 5 points at this point. So Coach Burke's got to be pretty happy with where he sits against the number 2 seed, a team that he lost to earlier this year. I think the onus is on the Bears right now to come out. Like you said, we've got the possession to start the half. Let's find Reese Grodehouse. Let's find Kaylee Thiel. Let's start to establish ourselves in our ball game. Don't let them dictate to us how things are going to go.
Yep, Lady Bears in St. Mary's 18-14 here at the half. Napoleon got brought back into the tournament after the recruiting violations from Toledo Central Catholic, and they won their game big.
One day of practice, came out, won by 40.
Had to get the jerseys off the shelf, out of the box again, give them back to the girls. It seemed to work.
I don't know if that's a good thing for coaches or not. They want to practice for a month before the season starts. Napoleon goes practices one day after being back in track and softball season, and they win a district semifinal game. So that might go against some of that coach prep. Who knows?
All right, it's going to be the starters for the Lady Bears.
We got another big game going on, right? District semifinal in Division III with Ottawa and Fairview, a big matchup, and Ottawa's up double digits at the half.
Ella Voigt will inbound to Mara Smith. He also got Kaylee Thiel, Ella Rao out there, and Grodehouse.
Yeah, St. Mary's played more of their bench than I anticipated in the first half, and they got some production, and there's a good look.
3 ball from Reese is no good. Rebound comes down to Almeyer. That was halfway down the
That
net.
was. Yep, that was pretty much the old school elevator play to get Reese a touch there on the first possession. Good job by Coach Grosjean getting her a look. Just not able to convert.
Jacobs will give over to Cora Rabel. Rabel will give to Hesse on the right wing. Now down low to Reese Rabel. Now Reese will come back towards the top of the key and give to Jacobs. Now back to Allmeyer. Allmeyer working against Rao. She'll go right side to Cora Rabel.
There's your ball screen flex out of St. Mary's. Bears got to work hard.
Underneath. Lose the basketball, and Kaylee Thiel is down. And a shot is made, or attempted, not made. Thiel is back up. And now coming out to play defense and blocks the shot. Going all the way, easy layup, and up and good. Wow.
She made everybody else believe she was hurt too. Then she explodes up, blocks a shot, gets a run out for a layup. That's a pretty good play.
That's
by
called
the
the
junior.
possum play.
Yeah. Well, she does play soccer, so maybe there's a little bit of a flop in there too. Who knows?
We're going to get a push on Reese Grodehouse on the way by. No, they're not. They're going to give Mara Smith the foul.
Yeah, she's kind of riding her.
I think that Thiel still is a little shaken up. She keeps flexing her right leg.
Yeah, I think that's scary anytime you get fallen on like that from the side and kind of collapses your leg.
St. Mary's moving it around. Allmeyer. Hesse will put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Jacobs. And Jacobs gets to Hesse again, now back to Rabel. So another possession for St. Mary's.
Yeah, Hesse with a little bit of a force right there. And Kaylee Thiel being in the way and being long, I think, did a little bit to alter that jump shot.
They'll hand back to Hesse. Hesse looks to drive right against Thiel, and she'll hit the deck. Mara Smith will pick up another foul.
Yeah, a couple quick ones for the junior point guard.
Yep.
You know, that's the one thing. Mara's played a ton of minutes this year, and she very rarely is in foul trouble. I think if you're Coach Grosjean, you feel pretty confident in the fact she's smart enough to understand she's got picked up 2 quick ones. We need her on the floor. You can trust her to play with a couple fouls right here.
6:10 remaining, 20-14, third quarter, 2014 Bears. Reese Rabel looks to drive, gives to Hesse. Hesse puts up an off-balance shot, but somehow banks it in.
Yeah, nothing easy about that. And, St. Mary's looked a little discombobulated on offense there, those couple of possessions, and got bailed out by a nice shot by the senior.
Smith will launch a 3. Bury it! That was beautiful, nothing but net. Wow.
Mara Smith knows when to pick her times to take her shots, and that was a great decision right there.
Stolen away by Voigt. Voigt puts it up, and a foul. And she misses the shot, but will head to the line to shoot 2.
Good trap out of pressure right there by Smith and Voigt. And a great job by Voigt tipping away. Good job attacking the basket.
Cora Rabel will pick up foul number 2. That puts Voigt to the line. I'm fearful of the announcer jinx, so I won't say how she does. Welling Construction sponsors our free throws, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. For quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work, contact us at 419-636-3712. That second one is no good. Rebound comes down to Hesse.
Even mentioning the jinx was a jinx.
Yeah, I guess so. They fire it down quickly to Jacobs, and they'll get the trailing runner back to Rabel. Jacobs saw Kaylee Thiel and said, want no part of that. Now 3 ball in the air for Cora Rabel is no good. Rebound will come down to the Bears. And Smith going to get double teamed. They get it down to Thiel. She'll catch it. Still has her dribble. Works around the screen, loses the basketball, gives it back to Mara Smith. Smith will tell Rao to go to the right side. Now they get it underneath to Thiel. And now out again to Reese Grotehouse. Grotehouse launches a 3. That one no good. Rebound will come down. Rao puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound again. Will dribble out of trouble. Now back to Grotehouse. Launches it again. That one worked.
There it is. That's one we've been waiting for. Great activity by the Bears. Ella Rao keeping it alive even off of her own miss. Nice job by Reese. 0 for 5 before that shot. Great job by her staying confident and stepping into that.
Reese Rabel drives the baseline, steps out of bounds. They're going to bail her out with a Mara Smith foul.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's pretty tight.
Let's see if we can see that. We don't have a good angle down there.
I think Mara Smith was just letting her dribble it right out of bounds, which is what she did. That was a bailout.
So Smith will check out. It'll be a full timeout for Coach Grosjean. Oh no, St. Mary's called the timeout. There we go. Well, it'll be a full timeout. Main stop scoreboard shows 27-16 in favor of the Bears. Going to take a 30 here back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
To 16, and boy, Reese Grotehouse just opened things up with a 3 ball. That's her first points, correct?
Yeah, her first points. Good for her to see one go in. A 9-2 run here to start the half for the Bears. Gets them out to an 11-point lead.
Well, whatever Coach Grosjean had to say, it worked.
Yeah,
the only
girls
downfall.
Feel a little better. You can see that a little bit lighter in our step right now, and I think we weren't real sure about ourselves after the way we played at Elida. And he's been happy with the way practice has gone this week, and we needed that spurt right there to get some confidence going.
The only downside is that Smith is out with 3 fouls right now. The last
I kind
one
of
was
talked
a cheap
her into
one.
that one because she doesn't get into foul trouble, but that was kind of a cheap one.
It was. Rabel tries to find Allemeyer. She does. 3-ball now the other way, and that is Reese Rabel that makes that one.
And she is a great set shooter. I talked about it earlier. That's 58 made threes for her on the year. By comparison, our leader is Reese Grodehouse, and her make was her 58th on the year also.
That's kind of unique right there. Langendorfer will put up a shot, no good. Hits the deck, no foul.
Kind of a tough shot with the left hand there. Coach was hoping for some contact. Did not get a friendly whistle on that one.
Yeah, especially after that one on the baseline. 3-ball again for Rabel is no good. Rebound knocked out by Cora Rabel, and it'll go to the Lady Bears. Cora Rabel came in and hustled that one away from Blaze Langendorfer.
Yeah, and that would have been a big make right there for St. Mary's. Find a way to cut it to 5.
27-19, Bears lead, 3:34 remaining third quarter. Bears have the basketball. Reese Grodehouse has it. We'll give to Voigt. Voigt on the left wing, works around a screen. And she will hand off to Rao. Rao loses the basketball. Grodehouse will pick it up. Now Grodehouse will come, stop at the foul line, give it to Thiel, put it up and in.
Great pass there. Things got a little bit ugly. Reese Grodehouse in the right place at the right time. Good attack by her. Yeah, good attack by her and a nice bounce pass for a Kaylee Thiel finish.
Allemeyer has the basketball now, works around a screen from Hesse. I'll tell you what, Hesse is doing a good job screening right there. 3-ball is good for Cora Rabel now.
Yeah, and that's St. Mary's just so good at that offense. They love to run that ball screen on the wing. That's their offense.
Grodehouse will launch another 3. Buried that one.
Return the favor right there. Great ball screen by Kaylee Thiel to free up the senior.
Threes are raining down, and then a miss as Ella Jacobs was wide open. She'll steal it away after the miss, and they'll reset.
And need a little help from your teammates there. Kaylee Thiel trying to lead the break. Somebody needs to yell and let her know that she's got company coming.
Jacobs with it. Jacobs right down there and missed that. 3-ball in the air for Rabel is no good. Rebound crash. It'll go out of bounds off of the Lady Bears and stay right here.
But that one was right on line from where we were sitting.
Gonna see Josie Arnold check into the game. 2:11 remaining. Main stop scoreboard shows 32-22 in favor of the Bears. It almost feels like a 10-point lead doesn't feel safe. They found Hesse off the inbound, and that's a Golden Bears play.
Yeah, kind of got a little lost there. Nice bounce pass between a couple defenders. I remember from the first matchup, St. Mary's was good on their baseline out of bounds, caused us some trouble.
Voigt thought about a 3, now no look pass over to Grodehouse. Grodehouse working against Allemeyer or Jacobs, and Jacobs will get the foul.
And she's going to pick up her 3rd. She's had to work really hard. She drew the tough assignment of getting Reese Grodehouse in man-to-man defense.
Grodehouse kind of wondering why she didn't get a shooting foul there. They whistled that on the floor. Inbound to Voigt. Lady Bears lead 32-24. Langendorfer with it, will give to Grodehouse. Tell you what, if I'm Grodehouse, I go right back at Jacobs.
Yeah, attack her with 3.
Langendorfer, double team, gets it to Thiel. Thiel will go through, get it stripped, but she able to get it back, and a 3-ball for Ella Voigt.
Ella Voigt, 2 for 3 from outside the line tonight has been huge for the Bears.
9 points for her. Minute 21 remaining. Bears lead is 11.
And that
35-24.
That came all from the attack by Kaylee Thiel, and then the kick to the corner.
That'll be a kick from Allemeyer to Hesse, who puts it up with the easy bucket. 1:06 remaining here, third quarter. Mara Smith going to check back in. Tell you what, if I'm Coach Grosjean, she starts the fourth quarter for me.
Yeah, I think with 3 points and a 9-point lead.
Shot is up, no good for Josie Arnold, but she got whacked in the act. And she will head to the line for a pair.
Whacked in the act, that's a nice addition. I like that. If I'm ever with someone else, I'm going to steal that. I just want you to know that right now.
Absolutely. All right. Welding Construction free throw. First one is no good. Checking into the game, Smith is going to come for Josie Arnold. All right, so if you're Jones and you want to stay in this game, you got to miss this free throw, let Kaylee put it back up, and then go from there.
Hey, I know these kids. There's a chance that's in her head, yeah. She knows it won't go well for missing 2 free throws, so I doubt she was doing it on purpose.
Jump ball will go to the Rough Riders. What's interesting about this is it felt to me like there were 2 Rough Riders that had that ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a Lady Bear.
Yeah, I don't know if it looked like they were pulling away from Ella Rao as it was.
So Cora Rabel will bring it up, 43 to play here, third quarter. Quickly to Hesse. Hesse feeds. 3 ball in the air is good for Ashley Nuss.
You know, that's an other hitting a shot right there. That's something Liberty Benton didn't get in the first game. When their big 3 weren't scoring, they didn't get anything. St. Marys has got some shots from their bench right here that have been big to kind of help them stay in this.
All right, out of bounds. It'll stay right here. Blaze Langendorfer gets up with a smile on her face. I think she's wondering how she just fell down there. Grodhouse will check back into the game, and Blaze will sit down.
And 18 seconds to defend, or to play here. Be nice to see the Bears get the last shot of the quarter.
They get it in to Grodhouse. Now quickly back to Rao. She launches a 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. It'll come down to Rao, and we're going to jump ball call, and it'll stay right here with the Lady Bears. Nice job there by Ella Rao to come in and hustle.
Yeah, good job keeping that possession alive.
So they switch up Grodhouse and Smith. I think that's a good move because Smith is the shorter of by far than anybody out there. Grodhouse loses the basketball. St. Marys will have it with 6 seconds to play. Oh, she traveled. She's moving down, puts up a shot, no good. They're going to get a blocking foul on Mara Smith. This is why you don't bring Mara Smith in. Oh, no, they called on Ella Rao.
Thank goodness, yeah, thank goodness. We didn't want to pick up that 4th one right there. But I tell you, I've been really impressed with Rabel and the way she's able to move around the rim when she leaves her feet. She was able to avoid the charge right there, and Ella did a pretty good job of getting her feet set.
First one by Rabel is good. She's a 75% free throw shooter.
Coming in averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists a game, 3 rebounds. She's done a little bit of everything this year as a senior.
Next one is good. So now it's a 4-point game here with 2 seconds. Grodhouse fires a long 3. It is no good. At the end of the third quarter of play, the main stop scoreboard shows the Lady Bears 35, St. Marys 31. Going to take a timeout, come back with fourth quarter action after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and
Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard shows 35-31 in favor of the Bears. Bears had it up to, I believe, 11, but St. Marys has chipped away at this.
Yeah, knocked down some threes that quarter. 17-17, there was a lot of points scored for a ball game that was 18-14 at the half. Both teams scored 17 in the third.
Hesse puts up a shot to cut it to 2. So good movement there by St. Marys. Rao with the basketball. She'll give to Smith. Smith will go left side to Grodhouse. Grodhouse launches a 3. No good. Rebound will come down right into the hands of Allspaw, who hits the deck. Allie is down, and we'll get back up.
Push on 20.
Yeah, that'll be on number 20, Cora Rabel. That'll be her third.
Yeah, good offensive rebound there by Allie Allsball, right place at the right time. Hard fall. She definitely got shoved.
They get it in. Smith will get underneath to Thiel. Thiel will get bumped, and now we're gonna. That should be a foul on 14. Reese Rabel.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not quite sure why she would be confused about that. She had a.
Yeah, right there. She just body checked her.
Yeah, she was wrapped up her right arm at the same time. And that's 5 team fouls, so you got one more to give if you're St. Mary's before the Bears are shooting.
They get it into Thiel. Thiel can't handle the pass. Quickly, St. Mary's will come down for a Rabel, and they're going to call a charge. Morgan Hesse does not believe that would be the case.
She doesn't agree with that one, I don't think. Block charge is always a tough one, and that's 4 fouls now on Cora Rabel. Coach Burke cannot afford to not have her out there.
And Coach Burke looking for some answers from the far side of
It ain't going to change now.
Nope. They get it into Grotehouse. Bears need some points here. Voigt brings it up. We'll give to Grotehouse again. Now back to Voigt. Cross that timeline. Gives to Smith. Smith will give to Rao. Rao underneath to Thiel. Thiel up. No good. Rebound comes down, and Voigt will steal it away, and that'll stay right here with the Lady Bears.
Great job by Ella Voigt. Basically create that as an offensive rebound right there. Nice feed by Ella Rao. Kaylee Thiel did a great job posting in the middle of the paint. Nice bounce pass to her. Everything was really good other than the finish, and that was more from good defense, I think.
They get it into Thiel. Thiel puts up a shot. Good.
Through contact again. She's done that a couple times tonight. First Bryan player in double figures. That gets Kaylee Thiel to 10.
4-point lead for the Bears. 6:45 remaining here. Fourth quarter. St. Mary's moving it around. Hesse has it, top of the key. And it is knocked away, and it will stay right here.
Yeah, really good hands on the deflection by Ella Voigt. She was hoping the official saw that go off the St. Mary's player.
Hesse will inbound. Gets it all the way to Ella Jacobs. Then they'll hand back to Allemeyer, who's playing point guard right now. Allemeyer gives to Hirschfield, who has a couple threes tonight. 3-ball thought for Reese Rabel. Now she'll drive. He knocked out of bounds. It'll stay right here. And Coach Burke wanted a foul there. Didn't get one.
No, she left that ball sitting down low. Got it easy to knock away for Reese Grotehouse.
Langendorf checks in for the Lady Bears. 37-33, Bears lead. They get it into Reese Rabel, who launches a 3, no good. Rebound will come down to Reese Grotehouse. Works around a double team, feeds it down. Langendorfer will give back to Grotehouse. Now back to Langendorfer. She'll go baseline, shake off a defender, now get Grotehouse again.
Got a little two-man game going on right there, and a nice job by the two seniors. Neither one forced. Neither one did anything in a 4-point ball game that was out of control. Got the offense settled down and reset. Big possession here for the Lady Bears, under 6 with a 4-point lead.
Underneath to Thiel. Thiel has nothing. She gives to Voigt. Now back to Grotehouse. Grotehouse will hand to Smith. Smith getting all kinds of contact from Allemeyer. 3-ball in the air, and that is good for Blaze Langendorfer. Wasn't pretty, but it was good.
Shot. A great decision. Came off of that ball screen, and that is a huge hit right there for Blaze.
Absolutely. Hirschfield with the basketball. Oh, it should be a foul on Hesse. Langendorfer will just steal it away and will fire it, and caught by St. Mary's. Langendorfer stole it away, and Hirschfield was with her all the way. They feed underneath. Ball is loose, picked up by Jacobs. And now Allemeyer has it, and St. Mary's will try to reset as they're down by 7.
Let's calm this down a little bit of hectic action back and forth right there. Blaze Langendorfer coming in doing good things again.
Hesse with a couple of really tough screens on Thiel. Thiel almost knocks that way, and now they're going to get a foul on Kaylee Thiel on the floor. I don't know about that. Thiel was the recipient of a couple really hard screens from Morgan Hesse.
Yeah, Ashley's defending her.
Yeah.
Just 2 on Thiel right now. A good timeout here by Coach Grosjean. Kind of settle the girls down a little bit.
Coach Grosjean wants a timeout. Timeouts today being sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service. For lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying, call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze, or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is 40-33 in favor of the Lady Bears. The Main Stop scoreboard shows that. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold here with you. This has been a great game. Lady Bears currently retain a 7-point lead. The winner of this one will go on to face Lima Bath. The Wild Kittens defeat Liberty Benton 38-30 in the first game. And after the game, Liberty Benton coach Nate Irwin announced his retirement as coach of the Liberty Benton Lady Eagles. And now St. Marys will inbound under their own basket. Allemeyer has it. Now to Morgan Hesse. Hesse will give back to Cora Rabel. Rabel works around the screen.
Yeah, right now St. Marys is where they got a good look for a three right there.
Ball
St. Marys
for
where you
Rabel.
don't want to be down 7 to the Lady Bears in our suffocating defense here late.
They get it underneath to Allemeyer, and Rao hits the deck. Reese Rabel puts it up and in. Tell you what, Hesse, one of these times she's going to get whistled for that.
Well, if it hasn't happened yet, we'll see. Maybe it'll happen in a big moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're right, there's an awful lot of contact in there.
And Coach Grosjean got a timeout there before the travel. That was a
little bit
really
of a save.
good timeout.
Yeah, a little bit of a save.
Absolutely.
All those feet coming out from underneath her.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep this right here. 40-35, Bears up by 5. What do you got to do here on the offensive end?
You got to value every possession. You got to take care of the basketball. You want every possession to end with a shot. Can't say you're going to make them all, but you want to end with a good shot in every possession or end up on the free throw line. Right now, the next foul from St. Marys puts the Bears in the bonus, shooting 1-and-1. So that's a good thing. Force them into fouling you, whether it's on the shot or on a drive. Take care of the ball. They get the next jump ball goes to St. Marys, I should say. So they've got the arrow, but we got the scoreboard. We got the foul situation. So with 4 minutes left in the ball game here, it's how you finish. You're in command. You're where you want to be. So play within yourselves. If the Lady Bears play their game, they're going to be perfectly fine here down the stretch.
40-35 on the Main Stop scoreboard. Bears are going to inbound. They get it into Grodehouse. Grodehouse being covered by Jacobs. She'll dish off to Smith. Be interesting to see when maybe they start fouling. Still got plenty of time left, though. But
yeah,
you never
just
know.
a 2-possession game. They're looking for stops right now. The Bears haven't shown themselves pretty much all year to be much of a stall team.
They're going to call a jump. No, they're going to call a
offensive
charge.
foul. Wow.
I don't know about that. I may have bought jump ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if I bought offensive foul.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So 3 on Kaylee Thiel and a turnover for the Lady Bears.
And 16 fouls each way.
Now
so
the next everybody's shooting. Yeah,
yep.
Everybody's shooting.
Cora Rabel with the basketball, working on Smith, a double team. Hesse has it now. She's able to break it. Allemeyer feeds it underneath, and stepping in front of that is Mara Smith. Lady Bears.
She about threw it right between her own player's legs right there. That's a couple of bad turnovers for Allemeyer tonight for St. Marys. They're really at a bad time.
Thiel will go inside, then give out to Langendorfer. Langendorfer comes to scroll, and we're going to get a foul. I think that'll be on number 2, Reagan Allemeyer. So Blaze Langendorfer will head to the line.
Yeah, just a bad pass on the other end. Mara Smith with a good catch. A nice job attacking there by Blaze. End to every possession with a shot or free throws down here at the end, and the Bears will be perfectly fine.
Langendorfer with a Welling Construction free throw, front end of the 1-and-1 coming. Next one, that one is good, so we'll do it again. 41-35.
Blaze Langendorfer to 10 points also. Her and Kaylee Thiel leading the way for the Bears.
Next one is no good. Rebound will come down and picked up by Hesse. She was going to let that go out of bounds, and Kaylee Thiel had other ideas.
Yeah, I think she got a little nervous there. She saw Mara Smith chasing and thought that she was going to lose that possession, which she would have.
St. Mary's comes inside. Shot up by Rabel is good. 41-37 now.
Nice left hand there. Went right at Mara Smith, trying to protect herself a little bit with her 3 fouls. Or sorry, with her 3.
Boy, we'll get upside. We're getting a foul again on Jacobs. That'll be 4 on her.
4 on Jacobs, and our best free throw shooter goes to the line.
41-37 on the main stop scoreboard. 2:45 remaining here. Another Welling Construction free throw coming for Ella Voigt. First one is beautiful. Next one as well.
And that's who we want on the line here at the end. Ella Voigt, Reese Grodehouse, Mara Smith, any of those at the free throw line, that's a good combination for the Bears. Blaze Langendorfer has been good tonight.
Nearly stolen away by Grodehouse. Underneath to Hesse, shot is good.
I think Kaylee Thiel might have gotten away with one right there. We'll take it.
I think she did too. Hesse commits the foul on Ella Voigt. Will send her to the line.
Yeah,
that is 3 on her.
That's who we want to have handle the ball.
Tell you what, in that first game, Morgan Hesse got into some foul trouble really early. I'm not sure if I think she may have even fouled out in that game, and she's done a good job today.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she did foul out late.
First one is good for Voigt. 44-39, 5-point lead for the Bears. Next
kind
one,
of feel like
good.
what you said, Chris. This game, the Lady Bears feel like they've been in control. Just can't shake St. Mary's. They're scrappy. They play hard the entire way through, and they just kind of have refused to go away.
Cora Rabel has the basketball, 2 minutes to play. They get it back to Cora Rabel. She'll look to go baseline. The shot is blocked by Grodehouse. Rebound comes down to Smith, and then Voigt's by herself. It's actually a 2-on-1. They get underneath and coming in and knocking it out is Ella Jacobs. What a heads-up play by Jacobs.
Great hustle on the backside by Ella Jacobs after a nice block down on the other end.
Cadis Hirschfeld will come in. She's got sophomore has at least 1 3. I think she may have 2. They get it in. Grodehouse has the basketball. Bears don't really need to do anything here. Really, the clock is their friend right now.
Clock is our ally. The free throw situation is our ally.
And it's stolen away. Picked up by Jacobs, and we're going to get a foul. So no foul on the reach-in right back here. But they're going to give a foul the other way.
Felt like a lot of contact at half court there.
Wow, interesting. So that foul is going to be on Mara Smith. That'll put Ella Jacobs to the line.
Not a lot of time left, but that is 4 on Mara, so if we're in a foul situation, she's got to be aware.
Yep. First one is up and no good. Ball don't lie. And the rebound comes down to Voigt. Voigt's going to be double teamed on the baseline, stolen away, and then down on the ground with should have been a travel. They got a timeout. So the officials have not been very nice to the Lady Bears the last couple of minutes. And
Whistle hasn't gone our way much.
Bryan fans are starting to get a little upset by this.
Yeah, they're letting them know. They're letting them know they don't agree.
45-39. And Coach Walker comes out to have a conversation with the official. Just want some clarification. What needs to be done to get the whistle? That's all he needs.
Yeah, what do we need to know?
What do we need to know? So let's reset this here. 45-39. Bears
St.
on
Mary's
top.
ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. They still have the possession arrow.
Yep.
They're shooting free throws. We're in the double bonus.
Yep.
St. Mary's we've got 2 more to give before St. Mary's shoots a double bonus. So it's a long way from over.
It is a long way from over.
But the Bears are up 2 possessions. Been playing great defense all night. Don't stop playing great defense and boxing out.
All right, so 1:33 remaining in our fourth quarter, 45-39. A great thing right here would be a steal of this inbounds.
Absolutely.
Or a
Don't give up
5-second
anything
call.
quick or easy.
They get underneath to Hesse. Hesse puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down, and now we're going to get a foul. Kaylee Thiel will be the recipient. We'll head to the line. Foul's going to be called on 25 Hirschfield. That'll be, no, they're going to call that wait a minute. Poor Rabel, fifth foul, wow.
Yeah.
So Rabel is done. At first when they put 20 up there with a 5, I thought for sure maybe that they were going to put it on the wrong spot.
I was with you.
20.
I didn't see that either, but good defensive rebound there. Kind of a lucky break because St. Mary's got the easy, they got the quick. Hesse wasn't able to finish it.
Kaylee Thiel puts up the first Welling Construction free throw. 7-point lead now for the Lady Bears. Make it number 8.
2 big ones right there for Kaylee Thiel.
She has 12.
50% on the year, 50% on the night. Those are 2 big ones at this point in the basketball game.
Minute 26 remaining, 47-39, Lady Bears. 3 ball in the air is no good. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Thiel, and Morgan Hesse is going to get a bump foul. And Morgan Hesse is disagreeing with the official right now.
Well, I think Morgan Hesse's been getting away with a lot of stuff all night long, so she's probably lucky she hasn't been caught more times than that.
Yeah, those hard screens, those moving screens that they just haven't been whistling tonight.
And there's been a lot of banging against Kaylee Thiel in there too tonight. I think a little pushing and shoving.
First one by Kaylee is no good. Checking into the game is Sophia Menker, the 5'5" freshman, will check in. Next one from Kaylee Thiel is coming. That one is no good. Rebound comes down, knocked out of bounds. Stay right here. 2 St. Mary's players went for the ball and they knocked it out of bounds.
You about count that as a turnover because
Wow.
you have to have that rebound. The Bears take advantage here and get a bucket or get some free throws out of it. They're in a really good spot.
Roadhouse with the basketball. Gives to Smith.
These 3 up top shouldn't let anybody else touch the ball.
And it's knocked away, but Roadhouse able to pick it up. Roadhouse being all over. Voigt will pick it up, then give to Smith. Now they get underneath. Now cross court, back to Voigt.
Great job by the Bears.
Smith with the basketball. Now Roadhouse with it, 46 to play. Back to Voigt. Now underneath to Smith, now back out to Langendorfer. Back to Smith. Now cross court to Roadhouse. Roadhouse double teamed, will get a foul, and they waited a long time to make that foul.
Waited an awful long time. Great keep away there by the Lady Bears. I don't know if they were waiting or they just couldn't get close enough to us to get a foul.
All right, so that'll put Roadhouse to the line. Reese has 6 points on the night. First one is no good.
Get this to 9 right here and be 3 full possessions up. You'd feel pretty comfortable if you're Coach Grosjean.
That one is no good. Rebound comes down to St. Mary's. That's uncharacteristic of Reese. She's 69 from the line normally. St. Mary's 27
Display good
seconds.
defense, no fouls, keep the ball in front, make everything hard.
Knocked away. Shot is missed by Reagan Almeyer. Roadhouse going to draw everybody. Smith has it now. Try to poke it away. They get underneath to Voigt. And the Lady Bears
St. Mary's has said that's enough.
will be victorious as they will go to face Lima Bath Saturday night right here from Paulding. And St. Mary's will end their season at 13-12. 47-39. The Lady Bears survive and win in advance, and we'll be back here on Saturday night with another district final game. It'll be Bath and the Golden Bears, and this time the Lady Bears want to avenge a loss. 47-39 on the Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Going to take this time out, come back with our post-game show after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone, like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the Amp at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater. The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears!
On the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold. The Lady Bears win this one 47-39, and they will head to the district final to face Lima Bath here on Saturday night from Paulding. And we're hoping to have a conversation with Coach Grosjean and maybe Kaylee Thiel as well. And Coach Bryan Arnold right now is really working to get all the stats in order. You ready for these?
Yep, we're ready. Not too bad tonight. All right, on the St. Mary's side, they were led tonight by Morgan Hesse, the senior. She ended up with 12 points. Then they got 11 from Cora Rabel, the other senior. I think those two played really hard and nothing to hang their heads about in their last games for St. Mary's. They got 6 points from Reese Rabel on a couple of threes, 5 points from Cadence Hirschfeld. She had a 3. Ashley Noose had a 3. She had 3 points, and then 2 points from Reagan Allmeyer. Their total of 39 points. 5 of 19 from 3. Big number there for them free throw wise, just 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And you're going to see a huge discrepancy between that and the Lady Bears. 14 turnovers, and they did have a player foul out tonight. On the Lady Bears side, great balance again. 3 girls in double digits. Kaylee Thiel had 12, Ella Voigt had 13, Blaze Langendorfer had 10. Then the Bears got 6 from Mara Smith and got 6 from Reese Grodhouse. Bears ended up 7 of 20 from three-point range. That big third quarter where they made 4 threes was really big, and then they ended up being 10 of 20 from the free throw line compared to that 2 of 3 for St. Mary's. So only shot 50% as a team, but made 7 more than what St. Mary's attempted, and that was not the case against Elida the other night. That caused some issues keeping that game close. So a really good night for the Lady Bears, a really great second half for the Lady Bears. 18 points at halftime, ended up with 47. Yep. Big 17-point third there was huge to kind of get them back into the rhythm and get them back in some confidence offensively.
Absolutely, and the Lady Bears played a masterful game. They did a great job offensively. They got some shots to fall, and Coach Grosjean is joining us this way, and he's going to come on up. I thought was blocked over there, Tony, so he's coming up this way. He's going to sit right in between us here, so we're going to put him right in a chair. We're going to let him sit right here. Put you in between us here and hand you that microphone. All right, Coach Todd Grosjean and the Bryan Lady Bears, and wow, that was exciting.
I think I hurt myself running in the locker room, but wow. You know, we were stuck on 12. I think I was going to ask if the scoreboard was broke because we were on that number for a long time, and credit our kids, we kept playing defense and finding ways to get stops, and you know, St. Mary's, they execute really well, yes, and they had some kids hit some big threes that we weren't anticipating hitting threes, and you know, they cut it to 2 there, and then we showed a little bit of maturity, I think. Didn't panic and got the ball in Ella Voigt's hands, and obviously she's our best free throw shooter, and we needed her to knock shots down, and we've been talking for a long time about we got to get better at the free throw line, and tonight I think we're a little bit better.
Absolutely.
In the fourth quarter for sure. It ended up 10 of 20 from the free throw line. You'd like to be better than 50%, but in the fourth quarter made big ones when it mattered and able to, like you said, I thought the same thing. I thought we looked more composed and we looked more comfortable. We came out of the one timeout laughing on the floor in about a 2-possession ball game. They were just kind of relaxed. So we didn't see that last Saturday against Elida in the first tournament game. It was great to see that response tonight when things got a little hairy.
Yeah, and I thought Mara did a great job settling us down. She hit a couple big threes in the first half that were huge for us. You know, Kaylee Thiel grabbed a bunch of rebounds, and Blaze Langender for another spark off the bench for us. And you know, she hit a huge three that we probably didn't need at the time. It's one of those, oh my gosh, and it went in, and so. We had to have everybody tonight.
You did. Now you're going to face Lima Bath. They beat Liberty Benton 38-30. First off, did you hear Coach Irwin retired tonight after the game?
No, I did not.
He did. So he
really?
retired
Wow.
after 300-some wins. But let's talk about that. Were you surprised that Bath won that basketball game?
Not really, because Greg Mock does such a great job. And when he, at the draw, went in that bracket, he had something up his sleeve. He probably knew he was getting his point guard back. And you know, they are so methodical offensively. They're obviously big. They got 3 6-footers that match up really well, and their defensive game plan against Liberty Benton was pretty good. Obviously, they can guard a couple girls and helped on Gherkin and Irwin and the number 25, and that was a great game plan by him.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we just talked about that. You know, obviously, we played Lima Bath second game of the year and eliminate that first quarter, and it was a fairly close game. We played fairly even, but we got ourselves in too big a hole, and you know, we were battling uphill the whole way. So
yeah, and they're a little different team than what we were. Yep. We've seen it. We know what to expect out of them, and you know, the biggest thing with them, I think, is going to be 3 6-footers to battle, and you've got some big kids, and you know, those 2 guards are pretty quick, but they don't have a ton of depth. They're 2 girls off the bench tonight were freshmen. So I think that's a huge advantage for the Lady Bears, is we've got girls who've played a lot of basketball games now the last four years or so. 3-4 years, your girls that are out there. So getting rattled and, you know, being used to the tournament atmosphere should be a big advantage.
Yeah, and I thought we did a pretty decent job against their pressure. We didn't turn the ball over. We had a couple turnovers late that were frustrating, but for the most part, I thought we handled their pressure pretty well. We were able to run and jump them a little bit early, especially early on, and then they were sneaking people behind us. We got a little tired. We didn't play as many minutes off our bench as we normally do, just because of experience, and obviously Allie's not 100%. So, but the minutes they did give us, they spelled somebody for a few seconds, and those are important.
Yeah, and that's what they've got to do right now. They just have to be able to come in and not hurt us and give somebody a chance to get a break.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. You'll go to the district final against Bath here on Saturday night.
I like the sound of that. Hopefully we'll have a game plan and be ready for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. Coach Todd Grosjean and the Bryan Lady Bears is going to take a 30-second timeout. Hope we're going to talk to Kaylee Thiel, hopefully coming up on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Game.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with Kaylee Thiel. And Kaylee, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
You had a great game.
Thank you.
Tell me about working against Morgan Hesse. She's a real tough player.
Yeah, she's a real big competitor. She's super good in the paint, super strong, has a great post defense, but I knew going into it she was a strong right-handed player, so I had to come prepared to take that away from her and just do my best in the paint with her.
Pretty physical game down low, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It was getting a little chippy towards the end there, but overall, I'd say it was a pretty good game between the two of us.
It was. It's good to see two bigs.
Yeah,
it was. And you did a great job of sitting down in the post, calling for the ball, even when you weren't getting it. Great job moving. But I thought defensively, as good as you were offensively, defensively is probably where you made the most impact.
Yeah, she was a strong competitor, like I said, in the post, so I knew I had to just kind of front her a little bit. She was setting those ball screens and pick and rolls, so I knew how to help with the guards, but also take away that screen and roll too.
Yeah, and you blocked a couple of shots. Girls got beat going to the basket, and you were able to help with the recover and block some shots. So you guys got a chance to watch Bath a little bit. You saw them. We've seen them once. Just thinking about it right now, where are you mentally as you prepare for those guys on Saturday?
I think after this, we're going into it strong, thinking that, you know, we're going to try our hardest, work our hardest. But we know they're a big competitor. We're just going to have to work our hardest. I said that like 3 times.
That's all right. Doesn't make it any less true.
They have a couple of 6-foot players, so we know we're going to have to play good post defense overall. They have some good guards too, so just an overall good defensive game against them.
All right.
For sure.
Good job, Kaylee.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And had a great game here today. Lady Bears win by a score of 47-39. And thank you for joining us in the post-game
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
All right. Kaylee Thiel, Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold here with you, and the Lady Bears, that means they're going to go to the district final. It'll be Saturday night here, and they will face Lima Bath. And want to thank everybody bringing the game tonight. You know, all of the people that watched online. We had at some point 160 people watching online, and anytime we get 160 people watching you and I, that's the thing. They're watching the basketball program.
I was going to say, it's good that they're watching the basketball. They just have to listen to us.
Yep. Our director engineer, Tony Malanga, our cameras, Krista Bruner and Tristan Atkinson. Want to thank our athletic department, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal. The tournament manager here at Paulding is just a great individual, Chris Etzler. Love that dude. He always runs such a great tournament down here, and we appreciate his help. Our board out back at WQCT is Ben Murray, and we have to thank Ben Reif, our WOSN sports director. Okay, our next game is going to be Saturday night right here from Paulding, so we'll be here again for that one. We'll get some information out on social media about time and things like that and how we're going to do that.
Should be a 6 p.m. tip-off on Saturday.
Should be a 6 p.m. tip-off, so 5:45. Today's game is going to air tomorrow at 5 o'clock on WOSN. You can watch that on Spectrum Channel 19 or Channel 26 on your antenna. We threw the bracket up there. Tony, would you pop that one back on? You can see how everybody got here. Bryan victorious against St. Marys. They will now face Bath, who defeated Liberty Benton 38-30 in the early game. All right, this broadcast, a collaboration between WQCT Radio, BryanSports.com, and the West Ohio Sports Network. Broadcast is for the private use of our audience, including any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Golden Bear Sports Network, is prohibited. The Golden Bear Sports Network is a free public service of Malanga Enterprises, LLC. All rights reserved. One final time for Bryan Arnold and all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malanga. Your final score is 47-39 on the main stop scoreboard. Have a great night, everybody.